So, it's American colonialism. It's trying to claim more land. The man who played Aquaman, Jason Momoa, I think is how you say his name. He is currently being, like they've already greenlit Aquaman 2. So they want to film Aquaman 2. They got the budget for it and everything's set to ready to go. He is currently protesting in Hawaii. And he said he is not going to stop protesting. If that means he's not available for Aquaman 2, then so be it. Because they are trying to build a telescope in Hawaii. And this in particular land is deemed sacred, I believe. I may have gotten that part wrong, but basically they don't want you to build this telescope where you're trying to build it. Sort of like the, oh Lord, what's it called? Standing Rock, when they didn't want that pipeline going through sacred Native American lands. So this is the same thing. So on one hand, America constantly falls behind in the scientific community because we don't have anything to innovate with. All we have is NASA. There is a telescope in Texas that is very powerful. I think the Johnson Space Museum or something like that. It's a very powerful telescope in Texas, or space station or something like that. But the telescope they want to build would rival that what's overseas. Right now, in order for us to do anything progressive when it comes to scientific analysis and discovery, it's all overseas because we don't have the drive and determination anymore to make discoveries. And so we don't have the budget for it. We don't have the land for it. We don't have the equipment for it. So they're trying to get the equipment. They're trying to keep up with the rest of the scientific world. However, you cannot bulldoze my customs. You cannot bulldoze my traditions. You cannot bulldoze my history and heritage for your science. Do it elsewhere. So, but we know how these things work. Bureaucracy is very strong. And like eminent domain, you can just come in and steal somebody's land is what I call it. Take it for the good or purpose, as they call it. Like they do when I was in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is it has a very large Native American population. That's where I'm from. My grandmother was on one side Seminole, the other one was Creole. Creole is French, black French basically, but she was Seminole. And so they have a very large Native American population, but some of their land, well, hell, all their land stolen, but some of their land was stolen in this modern age by saying that we need to build this highway here, and so we're going to take your land and do it. For the greater good, we steal your land. So, will bureaucracy win, and they take the land in Hawaii for their telescope, or will the protesters come out victorious? Let's see. I mean, Hawaii is illegally attained anyway. So we know morals have gone out the window. First card. Ace of Swords. There's a victory for someone starting out here. And in the ending, we have the Page of Wands. So it will be playing. That is part of the outcome. So let's see. We start with the Ace of So the Empress. So there is a victory in the new fight. So this is a brand new... He has given this a new life based upon the popularity of that movie. Aquaman was a big hit in the box office. And so since Aquaman 2 is in the talks, I believe, this is not here, I believe they could use that to garner some more support for the protest. Now, I'm a huge fan of telescopes, but if a person says this is our land and this land is sacred, respect that. I want you to build a telescope everywhere, but if they say not here, then not here. But anyway, back to this. There is a new fight, and this movie did help because it gave him a bigger platform, thus gave him a bigger name, thus gave him more relevancy, and then his words became more potent. The government is what crosses this new fight. So this is the new fight with the government. Two of Swords. This is the inability to decide. So indecision, stalemate. They're in a fight. High Priestess. This is a fight for spiritual work. This is not secret. This is fight for spiritual work. There's the World. And then the Investment. So this is going to gain more notoriety as the ones who want to come in and build will also have their own fight that they're going to bring to you. The Hangman is in the Fear. So sacrifice. In the Hopes is the Ace of Wands, the new action. In the Environment is the Death card. This feels literal, so not death as in death of the people, but death of the land. Two of Wands, preparation. I think they are currently winning because this is the environment. This is not the future, but what's going on right now. They are currently winning the fight to build this telescope. Yeah, like nature pays the price. So they look like they are winning this fight right now. The Warning is the Star. Well, that's not good. The Warning is the Star means this is the Hope card. And let's match that up with the Fear. Sacrifice. The Wheel of Fortune is in the Solace. Time heals all wounds, but this in particular one, I don't know. And then something from the past, and then news about it. The Judgment card, Resurrection. I feel as though they will win the fight to build the telescope. I don't know if it will actually get done, because there are spiritual works around this land, and you will not have a moment's peace if you build that telescope. And I'm sticking to that. You will not. Magician on the bottom, so the skills are there. I think they will win the fight to build. But you will not have peace.